If you hit a man, in time, his wounds will heal. And if you steal from a man, you can replace what you steal. And always cross in the green, never in between.
Previously on the Trey King Show.
This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polight, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit y'all with another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all had a very great weekend also. My day is going absolutely fantastic. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have an update to a story that I did a while back about Brother Polight, yes, and those serious allegations that was opposing Brother Polight. But Brother Polight went to court last week, and yes, he was sentenced to 7 years in prison for his alleged crimes. Now, I told you all back in July the 10th, when I first did this video, that most likely Brother Polight will be taking a plea bargain. And he definitely took a plea bargain. But that's not the most concerning thing. Even though Brother Polight pled guilty in court by his own merits, he wanted to come out on Instagram and basically tell the people that, look, all his sex charges was dropped, even though he's still going to prison for sex charges, and that was no semen found on the victim, even though the serologist, and a serologist is the person who performed these semen analysis, even though the serologist stated otherwise, that yes, it was semen found. But Brother Polight took to Instagram, just like he used to do before all this took place, basically trying to, make himself look good, even though a lot of people are definitely calling him out. And good thing that you people are definitely calling him out on this. But you have to ask yourself, first of all, how and why did you get caught up in this mess? And why did you allow this to happen to you? And sir, also, know when to hush and know when to just fold them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to know when to sit down. And now for those who don't know the backstory about Brother Polight and these allegations, Brother Polight was a popular social media influence, one of these pro-black type guys and everything out of New York with Sinetta. And his message was very good at first, even though he lost his way. And this is what happened when you lose your way, because if you would have came out the way you would have came out when you first came out on YouTube with Sinetta, chances are you may not even be in trouble till this day. But Brother Polight rose to social media fame with Sinetta, along with the conscious black community in New York, even though a lot of that kind of died down by now. But what's even sad about that whole episode was the moment that he got a little money, that's when he wanted to dish to black people. And then, of course, he wanted to go be with the white folks. And nothing wrong with doing that. But at the same time, how can you be pro-black and talk about black empowerment when you abandon your people? Next thing you know, we see you on social media taking pictures with white women and also white celebrities. And once again, no offense to anybody white out there, I'm just making a point. So you can see clearly when his brother got some money, he just told the people to hell with them. So, you cannot take people like this too seriously. But anyway, what allegedly took place in Florida back in 2021 was Brother Polight had a girlfriend, and that girlfriend was said to have a daughter, a 14-year-old daughter. Now, it's two different stories that was being told. The first story was that Brother Polight took the girl to the club, and the club was closed. In some kind of way, the 14-year-old girl wound up back at Brother Polight motel room around 2 in the morning. And the girl was said to be drugged and also very drunk and intoxicated. And she passed out. And when she woke up, there were semen stains on her. Now, one story was reported that it was in her mouth, and the other story was reported that the semen stain was on her shirt. Now, Brother Polight also said that, look, in his Instagram post that he just did a couple of days ago, and you all should go check that out also. Just listen to, more of what he got to say. We're not even going to call it a lie, because I'm going to let you make your own assumption. But anyway, he had the nerve to say on his Instagram video that it wasn't no semen stains found, even though he had to submit his DNA back, I think back in 2021, as you all see at the bottom. He had to submit his DNA, and also the serologist, the person who does semen analysis, stated there was semen stains found on his 14-year-old girl. So remember, the first story said that Brother Polight took the 14-year-old girl to the club with the mom's permission, even though the mom totally denied that. Now, there's a second story going around where they say that the mom and daughter was having problems, and he wanted to go downstairs and talk to the daughter about her mom and how good of a mom that she had, and basically some things took place there. Now, those are two different stories. But anyway, I'm going to ask you all this before I dig deeper into the story. What person in their right mind pleads guilty to a sex charge and end up getting 7 years in prison, 10 years probation, and also a $25,000 restitutional fine if they're not guilty? And let me ask you good people this right here. Would you take a plea deal on something that you didn't do, especially something involving a sex offense? And I want you all to think about this also. What social media person in their right mind who is a public figure, got a name for themselves, is going to take a plea deal like this unless they're guilty? Now, I'm not saying that he's guilty, but I'm asking you what person would do that unless they're guilty. Now, he wants you all to believe that those sex charges was dropped, but at the same time, think about this, family. He is still going to prison for sex charges. So once again, ask yourself, how can a man be going to prison for sex crimes if those sex charges was dropped? Because to drop means to drop the whole damn case. And the reason why there was a plea bargain deal, because the family had to accept this plea bargain deal. That's just the way it goes. It's just like when people are in prison for murder. When those people go for parole, guess what the parole board do? They notify the victim's family. So in case if that victim family want to be there and speak out against it, or if they want to speak good for the person, or if they want to speak bad for the person, depending on the family, because the parole board take all that seriously. So the same thing with a plea bargain when you're dealing with victims. You get what I'm saying? Because the victims have to accept the plea deal also, because in this case, you have a victim. And the only reason why I can see why this family would accept that was the fact that, of course, you're going to be punished for your alleged crime, but at the same time, that's to keep the 14-year-old girl from having to go to trial and stand trial and having her identity revealed to the public. So it would be in the family's best interest to protect the identity of the 14-year-old girl, because you would not want your 14-year-old daughter around on social media testifying against these type of allegations. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from the story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, Brother Polight sentenced to 7 years in prison for serious sex charges. Anyway, now in August, it was revealed that Brother Polight's ex-girlfriend asked him to take her teenage daughter to a party in Miami. Reports stated that the club they went to were closed, so Brother Polight, whose real name is Michael Noah, took the teen back to his hotel room and gave the youngster alcohol and touched her inappropriately, says the news source, not the Trey King show, because I hear he's saying that he's going to sue these bloggers. And just like he said on Instagram, those lawsuits are going to be litty. But I'm going to tell you this, you cannot sue no blogger or no person as long as they're not lying on you. Now, if they're telling the truth, and then you got facts to back that up, along with court cases, court documents, and also credible news sources, guess what? You have no case. See, that's an attempt that he is using to try to make the people want to be quiet and try to scare them from people who really don't know. But look here, let me tell you people this. As long as you're not pulling a Tasha K and a Cardi B, just flat out lying on somebody, guess what? You can talk all the mess you want to. Anyway, let's continue. Now, reports also claim that Noah forced the teen to perform intimate acts on him. And also, it was revealed that he tried to make her throw up after she passed out. Now, ask yourself this right here. Why would a man try to make a teenage girl pass out? First of all, why is a grown man alone with a teenage girl around 2 a.m. in the damn morning? Let's just be for real. Whether it's 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, why was you alone with this child around that time of night? That's what I want to know right there, because you want us to believe one thing when the facts clearly point towards something else. Now, let me ask you all this right here for you men out there, and also you women, but really for you men. Would you be alone with your girlfriend daughter, or even your own daughter? But we talking about your girlfriend daughter. Would you be alone with your girlfriend daughter at 2 a.m. in the damn morning? No matter if you were talking about how good of a mom she had, or even if the mom and her had problems, or trying to take her somewhere, why would you be in this 14-year-old girl's face at 2 a.m. in the damn morning? The whole story don't even make no sense. Anyway, let's continue. Now, reports also revealed that the teen's mother eventually found her daughter intoxicated and potentially drugged up. Now, how did she get intoxicated? And also, how did she get drugged up? Because the last time I checked, a 14-year-old girl cannot go in no store and buy alcohol. And unless this 14-year-old girl have connects with people who have weed or any kind of drugs that she may have been on, guess what? How in the hell did she get those drugs in her possession? And sir, once again, why was you alone with this child at this time of night? Even though you're saying that you're totally innocent in this whole situation. But guess what? None of it lines up. And after the mom found her daughter intoxicated and drugged up with potential semen stains on her, that's when Brother Polight was charged with sexual battery to aggravated child abuse and also delinquency of a minor. So, sir, once again, if they don't have no damn evidence, how in the hell did you have all these charges? And why would you come on social media telling these people that all your sex charges was dropped when clearly You're still going to prison. So once again, to my people out there who got their thinking caps on today, ask yourself this. Why would a guy still be going to prison for charges that he was once accused of if those charges was dropped? So that means one thing. Those charges was never dropped. You took a plea bargain. You pled guilty. Anyway, let's go and wrap it up. Now, he has since come forward and claims that the charges have been dropped, as if we dumb as hell. And also, the 40-year-old took to his official Instagram account to announce that the sex charges were dropped. He claimed that the prosecution and the alleged victims dropped every single sexual charge. But sir, once again, you're going to prison for those same sex charges. So how in the hell will the charges drop, but you're still going to prison for 7 years, and you're going to be on probation for 10 years, and you got to pay $25,000 restitutional fee to the victim? So sir, and you also have to complete a sex offender class. So sir, once again, how in the hell will these charges drop? Anyway, he falsely claimed that he was facing a life sentence with no parole and probation as well. How in the hell was you facing a life sentence for that? That's what I want to know right there. Just flat out lying. Now here's where the story get crazy and more lies come out. It's going to make you want to slap somebody. So please don't be sitting by somebody right now. Noah went on to explain how the rape kit found that there were no evidence of sexual assault despite the serologist claiming otherwise. And the serologist is the person who do the semen analysis. So sir, you come on Instagram, which I don't know why you did that. You come on Instagram and tell the people that wasn't no stains found, no semen stains found or anything, and your team said that. Guess what? The report still states that there were stains found. So why would you tell your people that if the report says otherwise different? I mean, damn, you think some people don't read? And guess what, people? You have to stop taking every damn person's word. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's my word. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you something and it sounds too good to be true, or if it sounds like it can't be true, guess what? Do your research and go back and fact check and see if what I'm saying is true. Because I guarantee you, a lot of these people just tell y'all any damn thing and they just run with it. You get what I'm saying? Just run with it. And ask yourself once again, from what I told you all, from what Brother Polight have said, do it make any sense to you? That's all I'm saying. And I don't want you to think a damn thing. I want you to make your own conclusion as to what really happened and also see if there's any merit to this story, because clearly to me, he has no merit and that he's still trying to save face, which I don't know, because you're still going to prison for the same damn sex charges that you said were dropped. And now in closing, he blames everything on the victim's mom, the 14-year-old girl mom. He blames everything on her, as you often hear right now. He also claimed that his ex-girlfriend told him that she will destroy his life, which as per him will be evidence that she had motive to falsely accuse him of sexual abuse. And once again, in closing, if she falsely accused you of sexual abuse, why was you required to give your DNA? And also, sir, why was there stains found at the scene? Says the court reports, said the serologist, even though you and your team saying that there was nothing found, why is the report saying different? And also, sir, why are you still going to prison for sex charges if those same charges have been dropped? I don't understand that. That's just like somebody go rob a damn bank and then the DA, the judge dropped the charge, but they still going to jail for armed robbery. Do that make sense? So they can only mean one damn thing, family. The charges will never drop. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story, because it's a damn shame the lengths some people go to try to save face and then have the nerve want to get mad at the public when we only reacting. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no difference if this was Steve Harvey. It wouldn't be no difference if this was D.L. Hughley or anybody else that's a public figure. You get what I'm saying? So nobody's picking on Brother Polight. The point is this right here, sir. Look here. When you know you messed up, the best thing to do sometimes is just shut your damn mouth and just take your lick. And, you know, hopefully you'll get out and do better. The best thing you could have done, just told the people nothing, or just say, I am sorry, and apologize and be sincere and go on with your life. And maybe the people will forgive you. But to come out and threaten the people just because some of them are going to speak the truth about you, that's the wrong thing to do. So anyway, family, you all let me know what you think about this story. Now, I don't know what day Brother Polight actually have to report to prison, but that's going to be a long, hard 7 years. But to come out on social media and still try to save face, that's the wrong thing to do. Sometimes it's just best to put the camera down and take your lick, and hopefully you will change your life around and stop trying to blame everybody. And for everybody who's saying that this is how they do influential black men, yes, that's what COINTELPRO used to do, even though they do a little bit today. But guess what, though? Ask yourself this in closing. Is Brother Polight a Fred Hampton? Is Brother Polight Khalid Muhammad? No, he's nowhere near those guys' caliber. So why would the government try to come and slander him or try to have him locked up? So I want you all to ask yourself that today. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.